is good? It's your boy Sam back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and ranking our top 10 centers right now in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Now, I do want to say any center that's behind gambling, such as Shaq, such as David Robinson, such as, the Galaxy Opal Giannis, those guys will not be ranked on this top 10 list. Why? Because I don't get behind gambling. I just don't, especially when it's 2K's words, your account's not worth anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gambling on basically worthless cards. Obviously, if you have any of the Galaxy Opals, I'd run them. If you have Miles Turner, run them. If you have Cat, run them. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat things. Galaxy Opals are really good, but I'm not going to rank them. Because if I were to rank them, that would make up the whole list. And then your whole list would be behind gambling. And I just don't know, again, if that's the right way to do things for me personally. So we're going to start this list off at number 10 with Diamond Willis Reed. And you guys might be like, really, Ty? Willis Reed? Isn't he for no money spent players? No, I would say yes, he is. He was in the path to All-Star grind. But this card's fantastic. For Willis Reed, it all starts and ends with that Brandon Clark base. The Brandon Clark base is the reason he's ranked. If he didn't have that release, let's say he had a worse release, Willis Reed would not be on it. Because he's only 6'10", but let me be honest, 83 3-ball, 89 speed, good interior, decent lateral quickness. I just don't really see the downsides to Willis Reed. Half anchor, comes with gold catch and shoot. You don't have to really apply anything to Willis Reed either. I really like this card. I've enjoyed using him a ton on my No Money Spent squad series, and he for sure has to be in my top 10, just for the sole fact of how much fun he's been to run in the No Money Spent squad series. Yes, he's undersized at 6'10", but trust me, that release is absolutely elite. Hopefully more cards can start getting that Brandon Clark base, because let me be honest, Willis Reed is chicken man in my team. Coming in at my number 9, Pink Diamond Jaren Jackson Jr. Now, Jaren Jackson Jr. was a part of the rush grind, and I initially, when these cards came out, was super upset because it was a 1-week grind, and it's like 15 hours. Trust me, this rush grind is super long, and I just didn't really see the benefits to it. Jaren's fine. I just don't love him. 98 interior, 93 perimeter, decent lateral quickness, decent speed, decent 3-ball. I don't love his release. Don't like his dribble style. The reason you're running Jaren Jackson Jr., if you do run him, is for defensive purposes. Good player model, good player build. Half immobile enforcer is obviously a nice half anchor, box out beast, interceptor, all of those things. But again, my perspective on Jaren is a little different, just for the sole fact of I'm about to get this card on my main account. I just don't know if he is worth it. You have to get 30 blocks in a triple threat offline games. And sure, is that, the hardest grind in the world? I don't know if it's the hardest grind. It's not necessarily the most fun grind in the world, though. That's for sure. It is what it is. Jaren is really good. If you get this card, you obviously should be running him, in my opinion, in my team. Jaren Jackson Jr. coming in at my number 9. At my number 8, we've got another free card, another card that I've ran for quite some time in the No Money Spent squad series. And that is Pink Diamond Chet. Now, initially when you look at Chet compared to Jaren, you're probably looking at the badges and you're thinking, well, Ty, I think Jaren's better. Now, here's what to look at with Chet. He's 7'1", hot spots from everywhere, decent release. I'm not going to sit here and love on his release, but it is decent. The Chet base on normal, pretty solid, easy to time. You should be chicken with it. The best part about Chet is he's 7'1". He's 7'1". He's going to be able to play lanes. He's going to be able to get you that occasional paint stuff. I know a lot of people, even myself sometimes, have talked about, well, Ty, his strength rating is a little low. And it is. No denying that. It's 68 strength. I mean, I'd be a fool to, sit here and be like, yeah, that strength rating is good. It's not good, but I don't feel like it's as bad or as, impactful as a lot of people think. A lot of people think, oh, it's such a low strength rating that you can't run Chet. But I mean, look at the rest of the card. Good speed, good 3-ball, great interior, good rebounder, great defensive badges. And the defensive badges, probably my favorite part about Chet. He's not going to get mashed by nearly anyone as long as that strength rating holds it down. For me, the fact that Chet, all you had to do is get 200 blocks, literally Jaren's grind just as bad as Chet's grind, to be honest. Like, the bad part about Jaren's, you got to do it in triple threat, offline, or domination. At least with Chet, you could play whatever your favorite game mode is. You need 200 lifetime blocks. and you would get it along the way. To be honest, if you started playing the game today and you got those blocks with Jaren and triple threat offline, you'd be close to getting Chet as well. So that would be the nice thing if you could combine Chet's, Evo or get in Chet with Jaren. Obviously, that's not the case for most people. Most people already have Chet, but that is something that as I'm going through this top 10 list that I did think about. At my number 7, here's where things really ramp up to me. Pink Diamond Anthony Davis. I really do like AD. I don't mind this card at all. I think he's super complete. And I feel like this 6'10 height of Anthony Davis has to be one of the biggest lies in the world. I feel like AD's player model, AD's player build is always way better than his height suggests. And then you look at his stats. 92 3 ball, 90 speed, good interior, good driving dunk, great rebounder. I don't want to say great rebounder, but decent rebounder with great defensive badges. Hall of Fame movable enforcer. Every defensive badge in the game can get him every badge in the game. The only downside, in my opinion, that people even could make the case for AD is this. Well, Ty, you know what? His release is on the slower side of things. And guess what, guys? You're right. But his dribble style being the CP dribble style, he's going to be able to create not a ton of offense, but a little offense. Going to be able to knock down shots in that catch and shoot situation. And again, I just don't see the downsides to Anthony Davis. Now, with that being said, do I run Anthony Davis right now on my squad? I don't. And I have him, and on my main account, I don't run him. But again, he's coming in here at number 7, which just goes to show you we've got a lot of better guys on this list. At my number 6, Yalen. Now, yes, Yee is way overpriced. He is. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat things. 230,000 MT is too expensive. But the best part about this card, I'll just lay it out right here for us. Best part about him, 94 3-ball with a good release. That's the best part about him, half range. To me, he's a better version of Chet. That's the best way to think of Yee. Obviously, Yee, in my opinion, maybe a little better offensively. I feel like Chet could be better defensively because of his player model, player build, and even his defensive badges. I don't, again, when you're looking at downsides for Yalen, I don't really see much. I don't necessarily love his speed acceleration. I feel like, his defense isn't even off the charts good. It's good, but it's not, next level good. It's not the best of the best. And so if you do want to create downsides for Yalen, that's where I would say is his defense could obviously be improved. But when I'm looking at the card, I see a pretty complete power forward that can play both ways. He is the offensive version of our next guy. Like this guy and my next guy, it really is preference based for me. Yee at number 6, Big Wang at number 5. Number 4 is the defensive kind of pick 'em between the two. I'm still struggling between my number 6 and my number 4. My number 4 is going to be where he's at because he's more of a defensive end. Big Wang, why do I like him more than Yalen? Let's start with that. I think it's because of his release. You look at Big Wang's release, and it's so much quicker than Yalen's. And I'm not trying to just sit here and gas Big Wang because I know a lot of people, hyped him up during my gameplay. A lot of people are like, Ty, you don't even use Big Wang anymore. Here's the thing, though. He is training wheels. If you just pick up the game today, you can have so much success with Wang. Why? He's 7'1". His release, we were just hyping up Yalen's. His release, even better. 7'1", one of the best releases in the entire game. Can get you paint stops because he is 7'1". Sure, does he lack in the badge, department? Absolutely. I wish he had more total badges. 36 total badges is just not great, not ideal, especially for today's game. But he is still absolutely elite. Again, that Malachi Flynn base carries Big Wang for what he is right now. 120,000 MT was the deal of the day the other day. Not bad for that. Big Wang coming in at my number 5. Number 4, this is the card I was talking about. I go back and forth with Tyson Chandler and Yalen in my squad on my main account. I go back and forth because Tyson gives you more defense. He gives you a little more offense. To me, it really is preference-based, who you prefer. But when it comes down to it, guys, there's no better defensive player in the entire game than Tyson Chandler. I don't care. This card's player build combined with the, with the stops he gets, the snag, rebound animations, I feel like he's a must-play type of card. Whether either at the power forward or center position, it does not matter. Meanwhile, all of that combined with a good release. Marcus Morris Sr. is a good release in my team as well. So yes, good player model, good player build. Defensively, off the charts good. That combined with a decent release and, serviceable enough 3-ball, especially when you badge him up, is why Tyson Chandler is all the way up here at number 4. Yes, slightly prefer him to Yalen. at my number 3, Pink Diamond Kristaps Porzingis. Now, I'm kind of angry right now at Kristaps Porzingis. I played in a tournament last night, and KP absolutely sold me. So if you have KP higher, or if I used to have KP higher, it's just because he sold me, and I'm super upset still to this day at Kristaps. The thing about it is no Hall of Fame anchor, no Hall of Fame brick wall. It's just weird to have centers at this stage of my team without those couple of badges, because it's like a lot of the other centers are gonna have those badges. And so when even you're comparing KP to some of the other top bigs, those badges do hurt him. Meanwhile though, has a great release, has half range, should be an absolute cheese ball offensively, and should be nearly impossible to guard. And that's, again, one thing I do like about KP is, you know, his offense at the center position is tough to beat. He's 7'3" in my team. I think his playing out card's 7'2". Has, you know, great offensive ability. I just feel like defensively leaves that little bit to be desired. But again, because of his height on the defensive end of the court, is able to make up for some things. Just wish he had the Hall of Fame anchor and stuff of the world. It's crazy that KP came out over a month ago and is still top 3. Coming in at my number 2, Pink Diamond Victor Wembanyama, card that came out in December. It's crazy to me. Victor Wembanyama came out in December and is still a top 2 center in the entire game. Isn't that crazy? That's not behind gambling. He's top 2. I can't stand it. Somebody came in my stream the other day and said, isn't running Wemby just kind of crazy at this stage? And I'm like, okay, yeah, but what am I supposed to do? Who else have we really gotten at the center position that I'm able to run? Like, the list is so short. Sure, Tyson Chandler, sure, Kristaps, but I think Wemby is just as good, if not better than them. Here's the big thing for Wemby. He's got the Hall of Fame anchor. He's got that, and KP doesn't. That hurts KP's value, again, when comparing him to Wemby. Yes, KP's got a better release than Wemby, but Wemby still can stretch the court. Hall of Fame catch and shoot is super important. And again, Wemby is 7'4". He's not going to get mashed, going to play good defense, and he is the switch all beater right now in my team. We got a Yao. Obviously, Yao stinks right now in my team, so I can't even hype him up. Wemby right now at my number 2. Coming in at my number 1, Galaxy Opal MosBallin. Yes, he was at my best power forward, and he's my best center as well. I do not care. This card is your best solution as a big man in my team right now if you can get him. Now, obviously, he is your ultimate grind. Not easy to get, but as a Karl Malone base on quick, super good. Kobe Bryant dribble style, super solid. Could get every badge in the game and is the most complete big man in the entire game that's not behind gambling. Like, it's crazy that I've got to sit up here in front of you guys and hype up MosBallin, but that's what it's got to be. I don't have a choice. MosBallin, in my opinion, the best center in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM right now. Yes, I didn't include the gambling cards because I didn't feel like it, but that's going to wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts on my list. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.